Failure and frustration are one of those, they're events, they're things that happen in our life, they're emotions, things that we feel that make us want to evaluate essentially what went wrong. And they give us the opportunity to decide what to do next. We can either let it drag us down and ruin us, or we can make it an opportunity to learn something and become better. In hindsight, it's very easy to see what went wrong. It's easy to say and criticize the choices made, the ego that got in the way, that sort of made you think, this is what you should have done, or this is what I should have said, this is the decision I should have made. All these shoulds, woulds, things that we think about when we kind of think about the moment of failure, the circumstance that we're in. We finally figure out that or maybe you won't figure it out, but this is sort of what I've come to realize when it comes to failing and losing and not giving it your best foot forward, or not accomplishing what you want to accomplish, is that the whole process of growing as a human being, becoming a stronger powerlifter, stronger strength athlete, stronger person, whatever you want to be, it's a process of essentially failing. Because a lot of time when you watch videos on YouTube, you don't see a whole lot of failures. You see a lot of PRs. You actually do see fails. They're in the failure compilation videos that people laugh at. And as you'll see in this video, that I'm failing a ton, making some bad choices, making some arrogant, maybe I guess you can say arrogant choices in what weight I pick for my second attempt in this mock meet. It just ends up being a very shitty day. And it's something that I have to come to terms with. What went wrong? What did I do? What was wrong with my technique? What was wrong with my strength? What do I need to do to overcome this hurdle? It's so easy to just get pissed off. But then what I like to do when I get pissed off, and what ends up happening, is I just keep thinking about ways to get better. I ask these questions in my head. Not just what went wrong, it's like, what could I have done better? What am I going to do next time? When I get the next opportunity to touch this weight that I've failed, how am I going to overcome it? What is it that I need? And when it comes to needs, it definitely means that I need a whole new revamp, a whole new outlook on the program, deciding on what weights to choose, rep schemes to pick, and also, most importantly, what technique to use that's going to allow for me to be the strongest in my bench press so that I can beat this weight. Whereas with the deadlift, I could use some coaching, and I will get coaching because it's essentially the same. I'm going to be working with the same person. I'm going to find somebody to help me. Is that with the deadlift, it's a little bit more different because I figured out sort of what I need to do next, and I just have to give it time and put the work in. I know what I did wrong. One thing for sure is that high repetitions with deadlifts is not something that really helps build strength, at least at my current level. I did a workout where I did 5x5 with 405, then I did 5 sets of 6 with 405, then the following week I did 5 sets of 7 at 405, and that absolutely did nothing. If anything, maybe it helped build hypertrophy, I don't know, maybe I have bigger legs, maybe I have bigger glutes, who knows. I do know that as far as in preparation for this mock meet, it did essentially nothing. The biggest mistake I made in my deadlift training, and looking back at my training log and training journal, is I failed to realize that my bread and butter for building strength is really that low repetition range at 85, 90%, 95%, and really pushing for those heavy weights and really pushing myself. And that's kind of what it comes down to, because all the technique in the world is going to give you the best amount of leverage, it's going to give you the best timing, but you really have to push your muscles, and that's where strength is really most paramount. So I spend all this time thinking about technique, and I get to realize that I'm just not strong enough to pull 585 on any given day. I'm not strong enough to pull 565 on any given day. I am strong enough to pull 530, 535 on any given day. So my PR is 573, but you live, you learn. Thoughts, sharing them, expressing myself, and maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you won't make the same mistakes that I did, because if there's one thing for sure, I make a lot of them, and the truth is, as crazy as this sounds, I enjoy the whole process. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.